It's all about that wake up call. Yeah, you might be getting a wake up call. Maybe you already received a wake up call, okay? But it's not just any overall wake up call, okay? It was something that stopped you dead in your tracks, okay? I'm feeling like a sense of maybe lightheadedness, okay? Maybe a sense of realizing, you know what, it's time to slow down a little bit, maybe reflect, maybe meditate, take an overall rest, give yourself an overall break. But there's something here that's a little bit more significant because I feel like to some extent here, you've really been going through it, all right? And there's something here you're being called to embrace. So let's take a look, okay? Because there is something here, okay? Your angels are saying hats off to you, okay? They're proud of how far you've made it. They're proud of what you've achieved. But what I'm also seeing is right here. That's right, the 7th house. So you might be seeing 707, okay? This is, that beep is your confirmation. This is something with regards to a lot of balance within your life, okay? Finding and feeling like there's a lot of overall cooperation here, but this is also with regards to partnerships, okay? Those people that you partner up with, the connections that you have, maybe a possible significant other here. I'm seeing pink roses, so pink roses are significant here. Maybe holding hands, shaking hands, coming to an agreement here. But I'm also seeing that South Node, okay? And I feel like there might be a little bit of anxiety here in the background here because somebody might be worried that there's going to be trouble. But I got to tell you, I don't see trouble, okay? I don't see trouble. I see awakening to something here very significant. And I'm also seeing Mercury, okay? So this is that awareness, you becoming aware, and maybe that's what the overall wake-up call is here. And there's a lot of thoughts about this, okay? I feel like if you had to put it into words, there'd be a lot of words to explain this. But here's the key thing. Do you want to explain? Or do you want to just sit and contemplate on this a little bit? Maybe reflect a little bit. That might be why you're being called to reflect and meditate to begin with. Because I do have the moon card here, all right? I feel like there's going to be some nurturing that's going to have to be done because something with regards to your overall emotions and somebody's overall reaction with what it is that they feel, what it is that they think here, what it is that they're questioning. And I feel like this is going to touch you quite deeply here because when I look at the bottom of the deck here, all right, I see somebody rolling the dice and yet still trying to have that trust as a child here. This could be with regards to your creativity. This could have to do with maybe business, maybe with romance here. Take it as it resonates here. But whatever you're about to do here, you're going to be doing this dramatically, okay? I don't feel like this is going to be any shortfall of anything, okay? I just keep hearing trust. Trust within the divine, trust within yourself here, that where you're headed, where you're going and what you're doing is exactly what you're supposed to be doing here. So I see a lot of angels around this. I see a set of dice and I see this color red. And there again, confirmation, temperance, seeking balance, okay? Balance and harmony as to where you are at this current moment, even within that spot here. I'm also seeing you having a new perspective, but this inner calmness around you, okay? And especially when it comes to your relationships, okay? I see things being quite peaceful, but I'm also seeing the Two of Pentacles, okay? And you've juggled a lot within your life, okay, within your situation here. And you know what it's like to not have balance and not to have harmony within you, okay? And I get that. But I see, like, for some of you here, some of this has got to do with lack of organization, the lack of overall finances here too. And as resilient as what you are with the Nine of Wands in reverse here, you might be at an overall point or a stance where, you know what, you're refusing to compromise with anybody, okay? You're going to stick your heels in, all right? You're going to be a little bit stubborn here, okay? Because I feel like some of this has got to do with the path that you're on, the journey you're about to take here. And if that means you're going to be the last one standing, then I guess so be it, is what I'm hearing, okay? It just seems like somebody here is so sure-footed here, okay, as to what they're doing and where they're going and how they're going to get there. Because with the Eight of Cups here, I'm picking up a lot of water sign energy. And I just feel like there might be some plans already that maybe you've set in place. But I'm seeing you maybe possibly abandoning these plans and moving directly forward here, okay? It's to the point that maybe this is going to involve travel. Maybe you've been doing some more analyzing here. And you know what? You're going to be walking away from something that you know is not going to serve you to your highest. When I see the Seven of Swords in reverse here, I feel like somebody's about to step up to the plate. They're going to confess. They're going to come clean here with their overall feelings, okay? What it is that they think, what it is that they feel, either with regards to what it is you're doing, where it is you're going here. But I'm also seeing somebody turning over a new leaf, okay? Now, this could be you or somebody you're connected to. But I'm also seeing right here, that Ace of Pentacles here. And this is what's going to create that new financial beginning for you, okay? And I see not just monetary, but I also see something here where you're really going to invest a lot of overall time and energy into something here because you know the potential. You can see the potential. You can see the overall abundance here, looking outward at the big picture here. Now, when I look at this, I feel like you've had, at the bottom of the deck here, justice in reverse. A lot of injustice within your life, okay? I feel like there's been a lot of dishonesty. I also feel like, you know what, there's been a lack of accountability here, okay, with regards to dealing with somebody. I also feel like this has been, to some extent, leading up to this point, maybe feeling a little bit unfair, unjust here, okay? But here's the thing. Spirit has an overall message for you here today. And you're probably wondering, ding, what's that message, right? Well, I'm hearing find that inner strength, okay? So you might be finding yourself today looking for that inner strength of yours to get you through this situation here. You're very resilient, you're very strong, and you're also very courageous here. But I'm also seeing a lot of growth here for you, okay? When you find that inner strength, okay? Because you know what you know, all right? And sometimes people don't quite understand that, do they? No. And I'm seeing practice self-reflection, all right? Like I said, you're being called to reflect. You're being called to meditate here. Go inward here, okay? But you're also becoming very self-aware as to who you are as a person and what it is that you want to do here. I do see a lot of self-discovery, but I'm also seeing growth. So I feel like at any given moment, any given time, if there's something here you're not content with, okay, you're not comfortable with, you can change it. You can absolutely change it. You can walk away from it. You can move from it, okay? It's not like you got to stay stuck and stagnant, because you can be honest with yourself and you can be honest with your partner here, okay? With regards to creating some balance, some harmony within your situation. It's about being your true authentic self, but it's also with regards to telling the truth, speaking the truth here, and communicating, okay? And trusting that what it is that you're speaking or what it is they may be speaking or trying to tell you here is the whole truth, nothing but the truth here, okay? I feel like this is what's going to bring things into balance. I feel like somebody's going to be thanking somebody for being upfront, being honest, and being truthful here. And yet I still see you embracing, okay, that shadow self of yours, all right? That self-awareness, maybe possibly doing some shadow work here. Maybe integrating some new things within your life to create more growth for you as an individual here. But with that growth, okay, comes something coming to a close and something beginning here. And when I look at that, I keep hearing location, location, location. There's something about the location. If it has got to do with exactly where you are currently at the moment, what it is that you're doing here. But what I see is there's a lot of work being done behind the scenes here, and things are starting to come together, okay? You might be looking at the sky. You might be looking at the overall sun, but I see a lot of overall positivity here coming your direction, your way here. And it was definitely going to happen, okay? Because it was fated. It's not by overall coincidence here. But when I look at that laboratory card here, I feel like you might be analyzing or maybe possibly over-analyzing something, okay? Seeing something that might not be there, okay? Something that maybe you need to take a little bit deeper look at. Maybe do some more research with regards to. Because with the roof card here, okay, understand the fact of the matter behind it. You're divinely protected, okay? There's another beep for confirmation. But you're also getting a bird's eye view at something here, okay? Something that's going to be very, very significant for you moving forward here, okay? So, keep both feet planted on the ground is what I'm hearing. And yet get ready to dive deep here, because I feel like whatever's about to be shared with you, okay? Whatever it is you're about to share with somebody here, is definitely going to want to make you take a closer look here. It's going to stop you in your tracks. You might feel to some extent like you're drowning in the overall moment here, okay? You might feel like, you know what, you don't have that strength within you to keep swimming here, okay? Or to dive deeper here. But I'm hearing this is going to come in waves, okay? It's not going to come in all at once. And I think that's why you're being pulled, okay? To pull on that inner strength within you here. I see within the vehicle, so I feel like overall, this is what's going to take you places, okay? But while you're going to and from, this is going to be some form of a transformation for you, all right? There's going to be some overall experiences here that are going to be laying the footwork and the groundwork for you, most importantly. And you know this is going to come with some risks, but you're no stranger to overall danger, are you? No. So knowing the fact that you might be rolling the overall dice and taking an overall risk on something is telling me immediately here you're going to be very trustworthy, okay? And you know within this situation too, there's always somebody lurking in the shadows, right? Right. But that doesn't mean you have to fall prey, okay? I'm hearing caution. Use caution moving forward here. Be sure to get that new perspective here, because whatever it is you are about to embark on or you're about to do here is definitely going to elevate you, okay? It's going to create that overall path here for you. And this is something I'm hearing grandiosus event, okay? There's going to be an overall certain event. There's going to be a certain time, a certain moment here that is going to be quite grandiosus. And you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, do you stay where you're at or do you keep going? And I'm hearing whatever you do, keep going, okay? Because I'm also seeing the living room card. Where are you the most comfortable? Staying stuck and stagnant or elevating? Creating something new, moving forward here within your life, because I do see comfort, okay? I see you being very, very comfortable in a certain space, okay? And this might have to do with family, getting together, gathering together here, but something is about to be shared, whether you're sharing it or they're sharing it here. And this is going to be very significant. But I feel like in the end, you're going to come out shining. You're going to come out sparkling. You are going to dazzle here, okay? You are literally going to bring a lot of things to light here within a situation. And what it is going to be a masterpiece. This is something overall here. It is definitely going to make you shine, okay? Definitely make you stand out here. But don't forget, in the process, while you're shining, while you're standing out, I also see something here at the bottom of the deck here. There's going to be something here shown to you. And this is what's going to bring more light and shed more light on something here. Very, very significant. So keep in mind here, this might be something overall you're about to show to everybody else. And maybe you haven't told anybody. Maybe you've kept this a secret. But this is something overall You're going to lead by example. This is something here that is, in essence, going to create possibly a legacy, something new within your life, and open up doors to an overall reality where you have the chance to paint your own picture of what it is you desire the most. And with that, I'll be talking to you later.